Hello, welcome to another episode of the AI Workflow Lab. In today's episode, I'm going to show you two features that are accessible and available for you now, one in PowerPoint and one in Excel. The PowerPoint one I'm going to show you is the ability to use templates or brand kits, I should say, to when you're creating your presentations. And the second thing I'm going to show you is in Excel, how you can personalize that experience to ensure the prompts and the outputs that you get are tailored to your requirements, tailored to your needs. So these two new features that again have kind of been made available without much announcements from Microsoft, so you may not be aware that you've got these features already available to you. So let's get stuck in there. I'm going to show my screen now and I'm going to jump into the PowerPoint experience. Now, interestingly, the journey begins in Copilot Chat. So I go to the Create app, and this is where you create your brand kit. That's what Microsoft calls it, a brand kit. So if I click on More, and I go down here, you can see Manage Brand Kits. And if I just select Brand Kit, then you can see I'm brought to a new landing page. This is one I created earlier on. But if I was to create one from scratch just to let you know how that looks like, I'll call it name. I'll give it a name. Call it Contoso 2. Click on create. And then you can see the type of things you can add to it. Logos, templates, including PowerPoint and Word, Excel. So you have your templates already created in the organization. You can just add them there. You got your logos, you can add them over there. Fonts, colors, images, icons, and so on. So if I go to one I created earlier on, obviously this is a pretend company, Contoso, but you can see there's the logo I've got over there. And if I scroll further down, I've got some fonts. I've got some heading there. So whatever the fonts is that you use in your organization, the color palette. So I've got blue and green. You know, you can add some more here if I wanted just have a bit of a yellow, for example, add that there. So you can have different color palettes as well. And the other things, icons, images. So I've got some random images, again, free stock images. But again, it could be your CFO, your CEO, your coworkers, etc. All those elements you can add in this brand kit, and it's quite powerful. So once you've developed it, actually there's also brand voice as well. So define the tone, neutral but not dry. Yeah, hopefully I don't sound too dry to you guys, but yeah, you can obviously then tailor it so that when you have your presentations and there's some audio, the voice comes out as neutral but not dry in this case. So this brand kit is quite good in that sense. This is where you do it. You create it, you add a logo, your company logo, your templates, etc. And then when it comes to actually utilizing it within a PowerPoint experience, so obviously I'm just going to go into PowerPoint. I'm going to create a blank presentation and I'm going to throw in this prompt. So we're going to say, I'm in PowerPoint now. And let's say, come on, can you generate a presentation for the Ventosa Coffee project using the proposal, using the attached brand kit? I wanted to reference the attached brand kit. And again, just for full disclosure, the reason I'm actually calling out the logo is that in previous attempts to do it, it didn't pick up the logo. But it's quite new, this product, and I feel it will be a bit more intelligent going forward, and it will pick up the logo. So I had to call it out. So I want to call it out now. So I'm going to say, reference the brand kit. So this is where I find you attach the brand kit. You just click on the plus button, click on select brand, and that's my Contoso kit that I wanted to reference. I also want to reference a proposal. So that's a document that I'm going to locate here. Contoso coffee. Yeah, so we go that. So I've got the presentation, I've got the brand kit, and I asked it to reference it and create me a presentation. So off it goes. Time-wise, it actually, in all honesty, it's not super brief. Does it still take quicker than it would take you to create a presentation from scratch and drag in logos, etc.? I believe so. But does it take longer than other Copilot experiences that you probably used to? I'd say yes right now. So yeah, let it churn away in the background, and it should come through at the other end shortly. So it now asks me a few questions. How do I want it warm and brown, etc. for the branding. I'll just want it like that. So it'll ask you a few questions. Again, hopefully you're familiar to that. It's done that with previous Copilot PowerPoint experiences. Now that it's asked me that question, it should go ahead and hopefully we should get something through. And there we have it. So we've got the final deck created. It's got the right color tone as I asked it to do. Got different sections there. It's honoring the color settings I had in the brand kit, and it looks quite good. I'm quite happy with that. I mentioned the logo, so it's brought in the logo there at the end and at the beginning, so I called it out, but it still brought it. And of course, if you look at the history, the chat history, you'll be able to see all the 18 steps that it undertook. It took about 6 minutes, but am I happy with the results? Yes, I would recommend you try it. Go to the brand kit and see how you can work with that. So that's what I wanted to show you, how you can use the brand kit to tailor your presentations and make sure they bring out your branding, your company branding. The second feature I want to show you is using Copilot in Excel and the personalization experience. So for example, you may be a personal assistant, and the type of things that you look through in a spreadsheet are relevant or specific to someone in that role. So you can ask Copilot to make sure the outputs are tailored to your role, tailored to what you want to see. And the way to do that is, I'm just going to first bring up Excel here. And I've got some data here. So I've got this sales data, and I want to personalize the outputs that I get from this every time. So when you launch Copilot in Excel, you select the 3 dots under settings, and you've got personalization. This is where you can paste your prompt. You can see there's a placeholder there. Keep responses concise and add explanations for formulas you create. That's actually quite a good one. I remember that used to be the default experience, and then that kind of drifted away from Microsoft. They didn't seem to put that out there for the explaining the formulas. But look, the one I'm going to put in here is I'm pretending I'm a personal assistant. So focus on deadlines, diary impact, stakeholders, follow-up actions. Use friendly professional wording. So if I click on save now, so I've added that personalization to Copilot, and now every time I interact with Copilot in Excel, that's the type of output I'll be getting. So this customized Copilot purely for Excel is what this feature is all about. So now I'm going to say create a daily briefing for a PA based on priorities, due dates, and next actions. I fire that off away, and it should hopefully honor things that like diary impact, follow-up actions, etc. It should take all those instructions into context when it's responding to the prompt that you type. Again, this shouldn't take too long. Step 1 of 3 maybe, or 4, but you'll see very shortly we should have the results. So we have the output now. So you can see it's created it's actually done the output in a new tab. So PA daily briefing. It's listed the items as overdue items, due this week, high priority actions. You can see how it's broken down, different color codes as well for the ones that are very high priority. Immediate action required. So you can see there's some items there. A workshop is needed. That's the owner. The priority is high, due date is then, and so on. So as a PA, I immediately know how I can focus my day based on this spreadsheet of information. I've got my Copilot edited summary, and I can now identify the areas I need to go in first. So it's a really good way to improve your productivity by giving you the information you need quickly and accurately for you to act and do what you need to do on that day. As you can see, of course, this is tailored. If I just open the screen here, you can also see within the Copilot chat, the chat window, it shows you the items that are due in that view as well. I click on done and so on. So I appreciate that this has been an example based on a PA. And of course, there are different roles in the organization and different roles that you guys are working on. I will include some examples of personalization prompts you can put in your Excel, covering a range of industries. Hopefully one will align with your industry. If not, please drop me a message and I'll be more than happy to give you some more suggestions of the type of personalizations you can put in Excel. But that's it, that's a wrap. Those are the two things I wanted to show you: the template experience in PowerPoint, the personalization experience in Excel. Those two together should hopefully make your lives a lot better in terms of if those tools you use. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video where I'll be giving you more new features in this world of AI and Copilot. Bye for now, guys.